Hi, my name is David Franklin Taylor. I am turning 38 this May. Some of you guys know me as David Franklin Taylor. Some of you know me as Mr. Franklin. Some of you know me as Mr. Taylor. Some of you know me as Sir David. However it is you know me, I hope that I am friend above all. For any of you who have ever questioned why has the pup community been so focal in my life, I am so thrilled that I have found the pup community for many reasons. I have not shared those with you guys before, and I've given you guys other legitimate answers, but the reason why I have fallen so much into the pup community is a story I will begin to tell you. So, grab a chair, grab your favorite blanket, settle into bed, whatever it is that will make you feel comfortable, because this may be a few minutes. So, along in my journey, I know I have confused a few people out there in my journey as being a handler. And I say continuing in my journey because I'm not currently a full-fledged, whatever that's supposed to mean. I'm not a full-fledged handler yet. I profess into the world and I profess into the community that I am a handler because that is my end goal. I don't currently have a pup. I would like to at some point when I feel that I know exactly what it is I'm doing and exactly the kind of relationship I want with my pup. And when I find that certain pup who is interested in that same kind of relationship. There's still a lot I have to learn. But I've confused a lot of people because I'm doing it differently. In a way, I'm kind of following my mom's footsteps, which is, you guys know that song that says, I did it my way. Something like that. Maybe I've said the words wrong, but I'm sure you guys know the song. But I'm doing this journey to becoming a handler my own way. I've talked to a few different people, and they're all very proud of me and for the things that I'm doing and learning and progressing. And that's what's fun about the pup community too, is that it's so brand new. There's no rules, there's no set structure. However it is that you want to profess to be a pup or a handler, do it your way. Do it the best way that makes sense for you, because that's where you'll find true happiness. So, how have I confused people? I remember a few months back, I was at a pup event at the Bullet Bar, and Sir Frank comes up to me, and even though Sir Frank and I haven't always been the closest friends, he's someone that I admire and I respect. He came up to me at the back end of the Bullet. I knew he was coming for me, and he's like, aren't you supposed to be a handler or a sir? I said, yeah. And he wanted to know why I was wearing my puppy hood. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's not a very expensive puppy hood. I got it on Amazon, but nonetheless, it's my puppy hood. There's a reason why the pup community has had a special place in my heart. And it extends from a lot of pain growing up as a young child. I will tell you as much of the story as I feel comfortable, because I don't want to release so much information that it might get used against me, or that the negative people that are in my life will get a hold of this video and use those negative things towards me as a weapon. But needless to say, I was very talented as a young man, being adventurous. I've always loved dogs, like a lot of puppies automatically do, and a lot of us love dogs. Does that make us a puppy or a handler automatically? No. It's a good first step, though. but I've always had a certain special relationship with dogs. And because of it, I grew to use the senses that I was born with, maybe a lot more better than a lot of us just naturally do, like hearing and seeing and smelling. So that's why I tend to be really quiet when I go out to bar events. So if you see me out at a bar event and I'm quiet, it's not necessarily that I'm lonely, though you're always welcome to come up and say hi, but I'm paying attention. I'm looking. I'm listening. And I'm feeling my surrounding. Call me a guard dog, so be it. Anyway, that gave me a thought about something. So, as a kid, I'll share you one comical story. I don't know exactly where our family was coming from. I want to say it was a Taylor family reunion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was a Taylor family reunion. And this is way back before phones and electronic devices and all that kind of stuff. And all we literally had were paper maps. But we were on this road, miles from anything. There wasn't a building in 50 years. I mean, you could look 100 years in the future. There was not a building in sight. And we were getting hungry. It had to have been at least 8 o'clock at night. And in the middle of nowhere, I swear to God, I smelled Taco Bell. And my family was laughing at me. David, it's impossible. We're in the middle of nowhere. How can you smell Taco Bell? I'm like, roll down the windows. I smell Taco Bell. Literally, guys, I'm not even kidding. There easily could have been 50 miles of nothing but farmland. Now you're probably thinking, oh, I'm smelling the cows. Unless they're feeding cows Taco Bell, I doubt it. I know the smell of Taco Bell. So, my family was like, okay, well, if you smell it, then, find us dinner. I'm like, really? They're like, sure, why not? So I said, fine. And I don't remember how long it took, but it was a series of, okay, turn here. Turn left here. Turn right here. Go straight. Turn here. Guess what? I found Taco Bell. Beyond doubt of my family and awe. It was a story that was told for years and years and years. But with that and other visual things where I've been able to pinpoint, this is kind of stupid and I don't really know how to tell this story, but my dad would wear the same pants over and over again, and it drove me nuts because he had like 50 pairs. I'm like, Dad, you're wearing the same pair of pants you wore yesterday. No, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you are. I can tell. He literally pulled out 7 pairs of jeans that were nearly identical. And he wanted me to pinpoint the pair of jeans that he was just wearing. Because he took them off and put on some shorts. And so through these 7 pairs, he mixed them all up, folded them, and said, okay, what were the pair of jeans I was just wearing? And every single time, I was able to pinpoint them out. So there's little things like that throughout my whole entire life where I've been able to use my sight, my hearing, and the sense of smell. And those 3 things are really important to dogs, and also other animals, obviously. But those are the senses that have made me very close to dogs, and I've always been a dog lover. And the thing I won't share too much about, but because of it, my brothers used it against me and called me a very vicious name. I will not be releasing that name, again, because I don't want it to fall into the hands of my enemies or anyone negative, and for it to be floating around and be used against me, it's not funny. And it's very cruel. But for many, many years, if not over a decade, maybe even about a decade and a half, this nickname was used against me all the time. It was part of the name-calling ritual. It's like whenever they mentioned my name, they mentioned this other nickname. And they used it as hazing. But the name had the word dog in it. And it was very cruel, very, very, very mean. So these kind of things led to me in my leather journey until one day when I was hanging out with Michael Morales at the Eagle, like, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I think 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, 3 years ago. The pup community, in my opinion, like, it came out of nowhere. I mean, I didn't know about the pup community. All I knew about were Leathermen and the bear community, and I mean, I knew about the other, LGBT part, but I didn't know about pups. And I was like, what are pups? And I met my, first couple pups, and I was like, it's different. Like I said, I didn't know anything about them, so I was like, let's figure out what this pup thing is all about. And from day one, fell in love, and I was like, I want my own puppy. Of course, that would have been stupid because I didn't know what to do. So this is why I'm on my journey. So yes, I'm gonna do weird things. You're gonna see me wearing a hood from time to time. You might even see me wearing a collar from time to time. I do have my own collar. I didn't buy it. I didn't earn it. I won it actually at a bar through a contest. So you might even see that. But the fact of the matter is I love you puppies with all my heart. I may not know all you guys very well, and I may not even know any of you guys at all. But the thing is, I want you guys to know that I do love you, and I'm here for you. And if you guys ever need some kind of safe space or need someone to talk to, I am here for you. And if you need help in your journey or anything, let me know. And if I can help you, I will gladly do so. I know I live far away from many of you. I'm currently living in Riverside, and most of you guys live in Los Angeles or thereabouts. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Even though that doesn't make me fully knowledgeable, I do have a couple books. I have the two most famous ones, which is Bark and Woof, and I've read through them. So if you guys have any questions, I can always turn to those and give you guys references. So, anywho, I wanted to share that there's a reason why the pup community has meant so much to me and why it's important to me. But just know that I am doing things my way, and I will learn the way that I want to learn, and that it may be unconventional, and it may be different, but different is okay. Just love me and support me in the way that I love you and support you guys. So I will do whatever I can, whenever I can, to come out and be a part of your community, as you guys are a part of my community and my life. So I wanted to share those things with you, and just know that I'm always here for you guys. So thank you for accepting me and allowing me to be a part of your community. So I love you guys lots, so have a great night. Bye.